One of the toughest calls for nonprofit leaders right now is which staff members get remote flexibility and which don't. You're juggling programs, fundraising, and staff well-being, all while trying to create policies that balance fairness, equity, and mission delivery. But when different departments play by different rules, silos can deepen. Here's a common example. The development team is working hybrid, and the program team is in the field. And soon the staff are whispering about fairness instead of collaborating on impact. In today's episode, we're unpacking real actionable strategies to turn hybrid work from being a source of tension into a tool for trust and connection. Let's make your hybrid culture one where everyone feels seen, supported, and set up to thrive. Welcome to Nonprofit CEO Spark, the podcast for bold leaders ready to navigate growth and change with energy and confidence. I'm Marcia Beckner, nonprofit founder, former executive director, and culture strategist with nearly 20 years in the social impact world. Each week, I help nonprofit leaders stop spinning out, set boundaries, and design inclusive cultures where all staff can thrive. If you're ready to reignite your leadership without sacrificing your well-being, hit subscribe and let's spark your next chapter together. All right, picture a nonprofit called Bright Futures. Their development team negotiated hybrid schedules, 2 office days and 3 remote days a week. Reports and grant writing can be done from the home office, right? Meanwhile, the program team, the ones running after-school programs, are expected to be on site 5 days a week. Their roles really do demand in-person presence. On paper, it makes sense, but in reality, it sparks division. Program staff ask, why are we stuck here while development gets to work from home? Development staff quietly wonder, do people think we're not pulling our weight? Then team cohesion suffers. Emails go unanswered, deadlines may slip, and the CEO feels like they're putting out culture fires instead of leading the mission. And this is where nonprofit leaders must recognize the issue isn't just policy. The real challenge is designing a culture that communicates fairness, explains the why, and creates connection across departments. So why does this matter? Hybrid isn't about sweatpants versus dress pants. It's about culture design. Your job as CEO isn't just setting schedules, it's creating an inclusive environment where policies inspire trust, connection, and fairness. When hybrid design is unclear, resentment starts to grow. And when it's intentional and equitable, staff see leadership as credible, compassionate, and competent. Let me share some of the hybrid research. From the National Council of Nonprofits, they say that 43% of nonprofit jobs are fully on-site, 38% are hybrid, and 19% are remote. Direct service roles lean on-site, of course, while fundraising and communications lean hybrid. Here's another study from Stanford. Stanford research shows hybrid boosts retention by 33% and improves job satisfaction, with no measurable loss in promotion or performance if fairness and clarity exist. The third research is around collaboration. A study from Microsoft found that fully remote teams become 25% more siloed with fewer cross-team ties. So leaders must engineer collaboration when hybrid differs. The real lesson here is that hybrid is not the villain. Unequal or unexplained hybrid policies may be. Ask yourself from 5 different lenses or perspectives. Number 1, the culture lens. How does our hybrid policy reinforce mutual trust and respect across teams? Number 2, the equity lens. Do both program and development staff experience some form of flexibility, even if it looks different? Third is the transparency lens. Have I clearly explained why policies differ by role? Fourth is the fairness lens. If one group carries more in-person responsibilities, what compensations can balance that out? And fifth is the leadership lens. Am I measuring impact and collaboration, not just who's in the office each day? So here's 5 ideas to spark equity and trust when designing hybrid policies. Number 1, create a role flex matrix. Spell out what tasks require in-person presence and which tasks can be remote. Transparency really does create trust. Number 2, engineer some shared overlap. Protect 1 or 2 days or blocks of hours each week where all teams can sync up live. Number 3, run opportunity audits regularly. Check who's presenting to the board, who's getting stretch assignments, and then rotate intentionally. Number 4, offer compensating flex. So if program staff can't do hybrid, they must be in person, give them something else. Shift some flexibility or PTO or meeting-free zones. And then number 5, build rituals of connection. All hands, cross-team celebrations, and quarterly retrospective or strategy meetings can remind everyone they're on the same mission. Here's the spark plug shift for the week. Don't just write down the logistics of the hybrid policy, write down its cultural purpose. For each role, name the reason for its in-person or hybrid requirements and the equity step you'll take to balance it. So here's an example. You could say, program managers are on site because they lead community events and meet with our clients in person. To balance that, we'll protect their Fridays from meetings. Another example, development is hybrid because donor and grant work can be digital. And to balance that, they attend 2 culture building days each month. When staff hear the why and see fairness built in, connection will strengthen. Remember, your job as a nonprofit leader isn't to keep everyone happy all the time. It's to foster an inclusive culture that inspires trust, respect, and collaboration. Hybrid policies are one of your best visible levers to drive team unity and connection, so use them intentionally. Find the full transcript at culturecares.com/13. Until next time, lead with culture and watch your impact grow. Thanks for listening to today's episode of Nonprofit CEO Spark. If you're ready to turn burnout into boundaries and build a healthy, happy culture where everyone, including you, can thrive, visit culturecares.com to learn how I support nonprofit organizations like yours. If this episode brought you value, share it with a fellow leader navigating stress and overwhelm. And remember, you are meant for great things, and you don't have to burn out to prove it. Until next time, keep leading with courage and confidence.